That's great. All right, then let's go. That's the next video. ACR preparation, this time for my GOLDPASS account. We have still, again, Antilev in the voice chat, and he will explain how to improve your ACR score and your personal account. So let's go. And as example, my own GOLDPASS account.
Yeah. So obviously, when you're looking at an account which is not so heavily pay to win, you need to set your targets a bit lower. And you also want to look at your overall account. How can you make it more valuable for the future as well? So right now we have it filtered on all of the ACR tracks here. With these tags, if we take this off, then it will show us all the tracks in the game. Again, I keep the cities filtered out. You can look at the cities when you want to, but it's not necessary. So this is the Karts tab. It's important to set a target. What do I want to have? What do I think is all around good coverage? I looked at this account and I said, okay, I think it would be nice if we can get every item to level 5 and a single uncap for a high end. So the score for that in the adjusted level is 68. So I'm going to take off everything which is 68 or higher. So these are the cards where you can see all the yellow and red numbers, where I can best use some upgrades. So if I go over to the dynamic coverage comparison, you see here Purple Bunny, Rose Taxi, Grand Bagwagon. These are all nice cards for this account. So if I'm looking here, yeah, some of these we don't have them, so that's not really interesting. Let's filter off the level 0 ones. Oh, this is the wrong, that was for the gliders, sorry. Filter off the level 0 ones. So you can see Grand Bagwagon will add 10 tracks, 10 upgrades at level 6, 9 at the current level, and we have this one already level 3. So I would be looking Grand Bagwagon. It's a pretty new item, can still get some buffs. This is a nice one for the account. Let's go back to the Karts tab. Let's turn the ACR filter on. Let's see now. Yeah, Grand Bagwagon still has 2 tracks here, so nothing is really, yeah, Kabuki Dashers 3, but it's an old item. Maybe I don't want to upgrade it because it's probably not going to get buffed anymore. No. I would be looking more at these items which have a couple of upgrades, you know, so Grand Bagwagon maybe is the best option here. And you can play around with it. You can set a target a bit higher or lower. You say, okay, so you can say, what are my really awful tracks in the game? And is there one item I can use? Like, do I have a level 1 card which I could bring to level 3 to fix a lot of bad coverage? So level 3 and no uncap is 30. So I take everything which is not 30 or higher. So these are the tracks which I have only a level 3 high end or worse. You can see here, well, actually, 8-bit pipe frame would give me 4 upgrades there. Same with Wild Pink. Okay, I don't have these. But it's also to keep an eye on for the future. Yeah, if I see that one and I have a chance to pull for it, maybe it's an interesting one to pull for. And so you can play around with this to see, yeah, you know, what are my, you can target, like, you know, what are the most efficient upgrades for my account, both for in ACR. You can do it also for ranked. Let's put all these back on. Let's look at only the ranked tracks. So you take off the A, but R1 and R2 stands for ranked week 1 and ranked week 2. What do I have here in my carts? What are the items which are double in ranked? Grand Bagwagon is twice in ranked. So actually, this is looking a really nice one to invest in for this tour and also for the future. So that would probably be my number 1 priority. Should I look at the gliders or the drivers next? Because I don't want to take too long. And the gliders is more or less the same as the cars. You're just looking for the most coverage possible. And the drivers is a bit different. What do you think, Carlos?
I think always about it, if it makes sense to talk about what is good at level 6, because usually even a gold pass does not have that many tickets, right?
Yeah,
So I thought
yeah, but
about if it makes
no,
sense
that's
also to
true.
talk about level 4, 5, for example.
Yeah. So
But yeah,
that
drivers might be the most important, maybe, yeah. Also.
So what I said before is like when you set a target for what you want your account to get to. For
Yeah.
this account, I would say yeah, like level 4, level 5 with a single
Mm.
uncapped. So that base adjusted level is 68 points. So
At
I
least
want
for
to
the
get
high
everything.
ends. I mean,
Yeah,
you can
yeah,
do the same
exactly.
for the
To
supers and
68
then
points
with
up
level
there.
6 then. Yeah.
Well, I mean, the nice thing about the adjusted level is you can compare a level 5 single uncapped high end to, I don't know, a level 6 double uncapped super.
Mm.
We know
Mm.
to see which one is better or not. But anyways,
Yeah.
so gliders, I think you have more or less. Let's just see what the best gliders to invest in for this account
Mm.
are. Let's take everything 68 and higher. We'll take 67 also because that's
Mm.
close, more or less equal.
I think we have quite good
Uh,
gliders on that account.
yeah. So I can see already here, Strawberry Donut gives me 8 upgrades.
Mm-hmm.
So this is looking really like
And
the
Strawberry
best.
Donut is level 3. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And the
so
black red seal, okay.
and the Black Grade Sale. So
Mm.
these are both really good
Okay.
items to invest in for this account. What we can do is we can see, hey, if I invest in one and not the other, does that
Mm.
take away some tracks from the upgrades
Okay.
in the Black Grade Sale? So let's hide all the strawberry donut tracks and see what is left over for Black Grade Sale.
Mm-hmm.
There is still 6 over. So actually, out of those tracks, there's only 1 overlap. So
Mm.
when you upgrade these 2 items, you're getting upgrades on
11
14
tracks, yeah.
tracks. So that's
14?
so you have to be careful about the overlap. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
so if I'm looking at this account, I'm looking okay. Grand Bandwagon is a nice one for
Mm. Mm.
carts. Strawberry Donut, Black Grade Sale are nice ones for
Yeah.
gliders. This will give my account a big boost in general.
Mm.
With drivers, I think it's better to look at with your coin. I mean, the driver strategy is always the same, right? You get your coin box drivers and you level them up, right?
Yeah, most of the time. The thing is,
Most of the time, right?
also here, also on the GOLDPASS account, my mom is also using tickets sometimes, so it's not always that
Yeah.
perfect. But
No, no.
that's the thread of my free to play that I kind of only go for the coin boxes and maybe also Shy Guy now, Ninja.
Yeah, I mean, everybody has some points of their account where they're not
Yeah,
100%
yeah,
efficient,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
I
absolutely.
have
Also,
a level 6.
sometimes you need it just for the rank up, and then you need to invest, no matter if it is good
Exactly,
or not.
exactly. Um, But anyways, for the drivers, so what I like to do is I look at the coin box and non-coin box
Mm.
separately. I mean, you have a bit of a tiering of your coin box drivers. You know, the really good ones like Gold, Bob-omb and Swimmer Rosalina, etc. And you have the ones which are not as good, like Party Time, Pauline, and yeah, maybe Akam a bit. But yeah, it's the strategy. So what you can do with the sheet is filter out the tracks which are not coin boxes. Again, you have these 2 columns here. This is, like
Mm-hmm.
you said, level 6 is not so interesting. An assumed level 6 is not so interesting for free to play or gold pass only. So we look at
Absolutely not.
only
Yeah.
our own tracks where we have a coin box coverage.
Mm-hmm.
So take everything off here, which is not 0. That's the number of coin box drivers for each track.
I
And
would
you can
maybe
see,
because of the plus item. So I would say level
yeah.
4 is for at least for the high ends. In
Hmm.
Gold Pass and free to play, that a level 4 is maybe like for whale a level 6. Sure,
Yeah.
Gold Pass has also sometimes a level 6 item. It's maybe 1, 2, or 3, but mostly level 4 is like the plus level. What you want
Yeah.
to have.
Yeah, but the thing is, I started with that, but
Mm-hmm.
this account has not so many tracks where you don't have level 4
Okay.
or better with a single
Yeah.
uncapped. So I thought, okay,
Yeah.
it's a bit better, so I step it up. But yeah, I mean, you have to
Okay.
choose your own target,
Mm-hmm.
For free to play, maybe it's level 3 and not uncapped,
Okay.
or whatever.
Yeah.
So you can see here on the left, there are still some green tracks. What
Mm-hmm.
that means is this is a track which has a Coinbox driver,
Mm-hmm.
but we do not have that Coinbox driver on this account. So you still want to look at these tracks like, okay, I can use
Okay.
a non-Coinbox driver for it.
Yeah.
So let's see, which of my drivers have the most coverage on a non-Coinbox driver? So look, it's a bit the ones that you expect. Beach Explorer,
Yeah.
okay, have
Blackbird, of
her.
course. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. If we filter out the ones which we don't have, we take
This
off
is so
the,
interesting because this is so different than my main account.
yeah,
Like
it is.
Peach Explorer, Blackbirdo, they're absolutely useless for my main account.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
for
But
a
it's a
normal
different
account,
strategy.
they're absolutely useful. Also Black
So
Yoshi.
looking at only the items we have a lot of level 1 items here, yeah. So Funky Kong is level 3, Fire Rosaline is level 3. They give you 10 tracks, 11 tracks upgrade. Dixie Kong actually gives you 10 tracks, and she's level 4 already. So
Uber's
I mean,
favorite driver.
you would maybe never think to invest in Dixie Kong, but actually she can be a good investment for this account, you know.
Yeah.
You also maybe look a bit
Hey, Toby.
which one is a plus skill or whatever, like Nabbit. He actually, yeah, people say, oh, well, Nabbit is not good anymore because he has overlap with Coinbox. But for this account, he can give you 7 tracks, and he's got a lucky 7. You know, you know. So, anyways, for me, this account clearly, Shy Guy Ninja, even though it's only level 1, I will be looking at upgrading Shy Guy Ninja as much as I can.
Yeah.
10 tracks. This does not differentiate between level 3 and level 6, these two. So let's have a look. What tracks does he give?
Is
That's
that
not
still
covered by.
that all does not contain city tracks, correct?
No city tracks here.
Okay.
So this is only non-cities. So you can see here, only one of his tracks is a Coinbox track, actually. And yeah, some of them you have already a driver at high level. Shy Guy Gold is level 5 with a double cap. That's on 2. But still, because it's a plus skill, and there's 3 tracks here where you have really a terrible
Yeah.
level.
Yeah.
And Airship Fortress, which is pretty high scoring, I think, if you use if you don't have a coin box but you use a Ninja. So yeah, I think it's probably a nice
Definitely better.
investment for this
Yeah. Okay.
account. But yeah, I mean, the main thing is just you play around with the filters. You try different things. You can also look with cities included. When you have a city tour, you have to look at the cities as well.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Yeah, it's you can spend a lot of time messing around with this thing. I do it as well. But yeah, if there's more questions later, I can answer them. But it's more or less
No.
yeah, showing what you can do with it and how you can sort of analyze your own account without looking through each track. Hey, this one has got 15 tracks. This one has got 18 tracks, whatever.
Yeah. That's cool. I mean, you need to play around a little bit, like you said, and see also when you put in a filter, what does it change and so. So like
Exactly.
when you just look at it, it is like so many numbers if you're not used to it. So for me, it looks also often a little bit complicated, but if you know where you need to look at, then it makes sense somehow.
Yeah, exactly. I
Yeah,
thought actually for a while to do a
need to
video
get
to
used to it.
explain
Hey,
how
Ali.
it works,
Nah.
but yeah, yeah.
Yeah, playing
Okay.
around is yeah. Yeah, thank you. That I hope that helped. Let me know, chat, if you have any questions. Then we can answer them now. Also in the video, if you have any questions, let us know and ask, and we will answer. Or Antilev will answer. And yeah, big thanks. So it was for me absolutely helpful. I am glad that I have you and that I sometimes can ask you if you can do it for me. Because that helps me a lot. Just you see faster, you have sometimes better ideas, like the Rami Runner. That was the biggest win this tour for me, and yeah, it was cool. Thank you.